Hello, good people of this planet. I have returned to you. It is 3:33 a.m. Okay, so I finished a track that was a concept piece I showed you guys earlier that I had written about me and Nick. We have a classic joke about backstage antics. Um, Some would say that I'm a retired megalomaniac, and some would say that Nick was an active one. But I suppose in the same way as certain federal administrations require, you must be seamless in these ways, oh boy, or be left behind, indeed. Alright, so let's just throw on the beat, man. Let's see if it's real. Let's see if the machine can jam. Dice ex machina. Dice ex machina. Come on, baby. Sing for me, Yamaha PSR 41. A classic model. I think it's from the 90s. It was probably very expensive in the 90s, maybe like $450, which is more like $800 in today's dollars, and probably more. Anyway, first to show you, I am so excited about this track. I'm sending it to Nick live now. Just because we've wanted behind the scenes stuff on Citizen Score and even No Planet. We do have footage, but it's just, the laws and this and that I can't legally say, darling. What can I say? I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday, Fräulein. Please. In the Deutschland, we do not have so many games and so much fun. But tonight is different. Tonight, Fräulein, we play. Tonight is different, you say? Tonight is just like every other night. Where is the moon? Usually I know I am under the moonlight because of the time that I've been reading. It's just funny how this whole piece came together, because the sleep deprivation, and I call this like the mystery 4 a.m. element. These mystery 4 a.m. songs keep coming. And they always prove to be the strongest material on the records, the stuff that really you listen back to, and they're high points, and the whole records are beautiful, and they're meant to be experienced as a whole. But you listen back and you really hear the journey that the album goes on, and I honestly love Nick Stefanovic. I love working with Nick. He is the greatest. He's a genius. Devin's a genius. My brother's just joined the band. He's even better than I am. I'm relearning rhythm guitar because of my injuries on my own arm. Um, um, Shit, man, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. It is quite cool. I like it. I like the trippy. It feels good to trip, man. It feels so good. Man, I'm so glad in the US of A I can still trip, man. That's such a privilege. Still be tripping in the USA. And it's a privilege and an honor, to still be fucking tripping and jamming in the USA tonight. What is it? Oh, the 7th. The 7th on the 2nd month, 2026. They have anticipations. Hold on, mate. What is going on with the arrangements? What should be there? This is not where I want to be. I do love playing with the machines, and they can be of great inspiration because they are a product of their time. And of course, I realize I am a product of my time as well. Look at me, I'm decaying as we speak. There's hardly anything left of me. Feather coatings and I shall be vapors. I don't know, man. I do love the bass, but I'm tripping way too hard. This L is so clean, and I was just really amazed it was clean enough for me to get through the demo. And even you can see I'm playing to you now in this fragmented state. But I just wanted to document the making of Cult Fantasy Hour because it is our 10th. It's our 10th album since I rejoined the band, and Devin's in the band now. My brother's in the band, so we should have a little bit of behind the scenes of, dude. So what? When I was writing the Megalomania track, I was on acid. It helped me sing it better. I don't know why. It made me understand it, the harmonies more, because I understood the words on many different. Oh man. You know what? Everyone calls me crazy all day long, but then they end up agreeing with me. It's so fucking nuts, man. Because you spend the whole time trying to win them over, and it's like they'll come over to your side, but they really want to make sure that you are yourself. But I mean, I don't know how it could be any more self-honest, evident. I come across I try and like say everything that's on my mind without any filters because I just don't like the gray areas between fact and fiction and lies. So I just lay my consciousness bare sometimes to, understand more about the other person. Um, it's just, when you've dated a number of girls and you're starting to try and make decisions on like how to be a better person and situations where maybe you could have handled them differently and maybe it doesn't matter who was in the right or who is in the wrong, you could have handled it differently as a man. And those lessons still hurt me very much, but I really do wish you well. I wish you would follow this music and that you would know that that I was singing about you a lot of the time. And I'm thinking of you, and I wish you should stop by for some secret sessions. I don't know, you never watch my stuff because you think I'm nuts, darling. You think my holiday has gone on too long, Fräulein? Perhaps. But wouldn't you say we all need vacation? We've been working much too hard. For what? The returns are obvious. The minimum has been to be expected for quite some time, if not below that, if that's even possible. The new shitty is just like, the really shitty stuff is just like, okay, that's just shit. And then like the serious shit, the shit now, like the shit that just used to be annoying is like, no, like you've got to answer to eviction papers because payments didn't get processed from different cards when your wallet was being transferred. And now you owe all these late fees to this company. And I'm just trying to rent out from here. And I've been trying, because for the most part, I've been left to my own devices. And, I live a bit of an experimental lifestyle, but I would never try and impose that on my neighbors any more than that. My apartment may be loud, but I've told them anytime they can knock on my door or text me and let me know, I would turn it down at any time, if it was getting too late and I had not noticed. I love my neighbors. His Sam's daughter, or I mean, I know this sounds a little fucked up, but I guess it was Sam's daughter or Sam's wife. Honestly, in this Muslim and Islam community, I mean, I don't mean to say it like that. That sounds so crude, so crass. You're on holiday. Come on. Tonight was supposed to be so very different. Tonight was supposed to be so very different, and in Deutschland we do not have so much fun and so many games. I'm on holiday. Tonight, Fräulein, we play. So people are starting to wonder what the holiday. We're starting to wonder about the holiday, dearests. And what's that I hear on Spike? Carried to me as if on a lesser wind. The voice of mine enemy? Oh, not tonight, Fräulein. Oh, I'm on holiday. You're thinking of... All right, and I just have to be honest. This was just based on a political film I saw about how people rationalized extermination. How because these things keep happening, and if you don't want to say they're happening, Rwanda, Haiti, whatever, it's been happening forever. The American Indians, dude, wake up. I mean, are you kidding me? It's tales all the time, and I'm saying the American Indians, someone was here before them, I promise you that. I mean, you see the way the territories exchange over times that can be traced into the human contact with the biological dating forms. I mean, I do trust that. And I don't trust all of modern science. I really don't, dude. I've been very skeptical about a lot of it. But some of it you really do have to trust because it's like, okay, well, are you going to do the calculations then, boy? Are you going to figure out, are you going to be a new whiz kid? And his glory will remain, 'cause he never asked anything at all. I don't know. Maybe I have, but there's more nicotine and more weed, and I've been rationing it, and not trying to go overboard. And I just want to thank God for like really providing me like the perfect space in this trip to fill my prescription, because the sedatives really do help you go to sleep. Your mind has been racing, especially when you've been drinking a bunch of coffee. Because acid, you could be thinking all night, going down those rabbit holes. And I hate to speak so blatantly, but it's a new country, and in Colorado, they're already, I have really bad PTSD, and it's the only thing that helps me form new cognitive pathways that I can identify, progress and describe personal well-being manifesting in my actualization, i.e. the now. I.e. the now. Do you ever listen to the shit that you say, you cunt? You are the worst. You are a sham, and Nikki is still okay. What do you want from us? Devin's probably the most pure of heart, ironically, because he would seem like the sinister one, but no, he's got the most beautiful, he's the most romantic of the band. But Mitchell, wait, Mitchell may be the most pure of heart. Well, Mitchell's definitely more pure of heart than Devin, because Devin's no angel, but like there's a difference between like Beelzebub and like Malak. This is what is making the children seem like, ooh, do they not care about the children? Because we really do. We want to make sure they're okay. Seriously, why wouldn't you? And so the well-being and the fact that there's some sort of a crazy president in power right now trying to make it normal that little girls are objectified as um, playthings for men of power? Is that how capitalism has come to rear its head in my US of A? In my US of A. In my US of A. Wait, hold on, boy. Hold on, boy. Now you listen here. Not my USA. Not my USA, brother. Hold on, hold on. Not my USA, brother. I won't stand for it. In fact, I'll put a shirt on just to show you how sincere I am. Wait, that's the one that's on the drum. It's got to stay on the drum. Don't ask me why. But the one that fell off the drum, I can wear that. And actually, that's like a blessing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add percussion to that track. I should add a little percussion before I send it on over to Nick. Listen, I was tripping, guys, and the L was really clean, and I may seem like I am acting erratically, but actually feel quite centered, bro. Like my chakras are probably aligned. Now, the sky's really the limit. I'd like to thank my mom, my brothers, my dad, my Uncle Jude, my cousin Andrea, Jade, um, Ted, Tommy, Evan, Daniel, Cheyenne, Jacob, and Jacob Evans' friend, who was my friend, and Joshua Humble. And the list is like a scroll at this point. And you wonder for how many have died chasing this rock and roll dream. And you know that it drives you mad. And so chemical abuse, I mean, what do you expect? You know what? But this is such a shit habit. I'm gonna put it on the last thing. Because maybe my stupid head is really just too big. And I shouldn't judge the hat, man. It's just hard. It's just hardwire. It's just hardwire. All right, let's get real. I do like maybe we could have a song, but yeah, hold on. Sorry, I'm That's a crazy song, man. I like jamming with this keyboard because I sometimes am thinking, is he the clever one? He is a clever one. He is catching me because he's trying to trick me to think that I don't notice he's switching it up every other time. I can hear him doing that. But then sometimes he does not switch it. And I know he is fucking with my head. But this is an old musician's joke, and it's kind of it's good to know that the technology is actually able to share in this joke. It's actually a bit humanizing because you realize this technology was built by humans, by human intuition, to serve functions to help and interact with humans. So we need to be harmonious with all of these creations that we've brought manifest, Oh, we've got to try, love. Right on holiday, what else can we do? What else can we really do on holiday, Fräulein? A day off Dachau. All right, I'm too fried to just keep on tripping so hard, but I just want people to know that I was, I really do think that yesterday I was crying all night long because I could barely play 5 chords. I'm not kidding, folks. Like, and I'm an experienced player, so when I'm struggling to play a 5 chord progression, that's like major red flags. And so I was playing last night, and I was not. Um, this is embarrassing, but I filled my prescription for my benzodiazepines, and it turns out the reason I was shaking while I was playing the guitar is because those benzos get in there deep, and it was a miracle that I didn't um, have any seizures, because I knew to only take that shit on emergencies, because I know the dependency. If you run out and you haven't weaned yourself off, you got to go to the hospital, son. And I don't ever like to put myself in a position where I have to go to the hospital, because I don't know who's going to watch my cat. And so I always find myself in the hospital and they won't let me out and watch my cat. I'm just calling, desperately trying to see if anyone can watch my cat. Please, someone watch my cat. And it's like, my cat is so cute. I don't understand. I know there's many girls out there who would love to maybe like make music together and make artwork together and like start a vintage clothing line based on random Salvation Armies and Goodwills we go into, and get these treasures. I've been getting them across the USA. It's been like a collection, a fascination of mine. Evan would pick out like the best piece of clothes out of a Goodwill. My ex-boyfriend Evan, he'd pick out the best piece of clothes out of a Goodwill. In like right before you found it, he's got the best paisley jacket, and somehow it's the one that does fit. And there's another one just like it, but it's a size too small. And like he had that eye. And so walking into a Salvation Army or Goodwill with Evan, you knew that it was not just, you're looking around for shirts that you're going to share later. It's like, no, some of the better shirts will become signature shirts because they rule, and everyone will say those shirts rule. And but Evan really trained me to find these gems and to find them fast, because it was always a race between me and him who would find the like paisley jacket first. Because in all these old Georgia Goodwill, Salvation Army type places, there was at least one old paisley jacket. Just, it was like an incredible thing of the time. And Evan would say this. He's like, man, Florida's all fucked, because like if you go into Goodwill in Georgia, like you can find some good shit. And I'm like, really? I mean, because I've found some really, really, really good shit in Florida. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I'm really starting to cheer up, because honestly, I really want to thank just everybody and like the whole family for being there and supporting me in this time, because like, dude, I needed it so bad, and it saved my life. It really saved my life. And I really, hand over my heart. I thank God for Albert Hoffman and Bicycle Day. And if you've done like the best, the most profound chemist, who not only like makes this stuff for commercial value because his talents are so renowned, but he still makes it with a passion and a love for making really good stuff, with the best bonding agents that then give you no fucking weird high. And man, this has gotta be like, shout out to the chemist, because boy, you, sir, are an artist. And I'm like, your intentions must be really pure. Like, you really think that LSD will change the world. I think so too. That's why this LSD is so clean. It's because the guy who's laying it really thinks it will change the world. I think so too. I like that, man. That's lucky. You gotta remember these moments are lucky, and you don't need to know why. Just that the day is the second month of the seventh day, as it always will be. Alright, but like all that faggoty shit aside, I just want to say, like, God bless the USA. God bless that this shit was so clean. I was able to record and engineer a track and even produce it on a level that I found, um, up to working standards if I was just smoking weed or on mild stimulants. Sometimes I'll take some of that study medication that the college students takes to catch up on me bass lines. Who else do you know that has so many bass lines in their inbox as me? Baby, no one has more bass lines in their inbox than me, darling. Please, Fräulein. That's why work is my holiday. Sweet, sweet games. In Deutschland, we do not play. It is too bad, really, because so much fun we had. The relations, they don't have to be so complicated, as long as you can find a basic momentum. But if you can get, okay, here's my crazy theory for tonight, is that if you can get like a real vibe going about the own integrity of really what's going on, and like how no one knows it, but you're on like a mission from God to save the world, and you're just on the bus, and some people are like watching you, and some people are laughing, some people are laughing with you, some people are laughing at you. Yes, more plainly so, yes. But I behold these social experiments, because I'm not afraid to play the fool, and to be the fool is really to see faces like you'll never see on people, is when you truly play the fool, like, not dangerous, but truly mischievous. Yes, right. Crazy time. I'll tell you all about it. I will have to write home about these postcards. They are never going to end about my holiday, Fräulein. My holiday. I don't know. I just love the track. I think the track is really good. I'm so high. You gotta understand, I'm tripping off like some of the cleaner stuff that I've had this year, and everything's been clean and as it should be. Like, because if ever it wasn't, I wouldn't even eat it, because I would be able to tell within moments what it wasn't. So it was just like try and write out whatever the government was trying to slip me so that I could learn whatever government program lesson they were like. The funny thing about research chems, if you've ever been exposed to research chemicals, the tabs with the bitter taste on them. And people used to say spit them out because acid doesn't taste like anything, and it's true. Those doses I ate tasted. I was just could have been. I mean, really, to me, that's a band's bounty, boy, and ye must thank the mermaids for delivering us secret coordinates of Atlantean law, because we could sing them songs and capture their fair beauty into immortality through songs. Sorry, I'm like too high for my own good. I'm like, seriously, I cannot. I gotta get out of here. I gotta scram. It's too much. I'm sorry. It really is too much. I can't take it. How did this go on so long? Well, anyway, thank you for tuning in. This is basically behind the scenes. I mean, because just I want you guys to know. Okay, hold on, right? In case you're about to leave, seriously, I will take off the hat, whatever it is, to make you understand that I am serious when I say this. Fuck, now I can't remember. I need that coffee, man. Well, listen to the stupid fucking song. I mean, maybe there's a reason they wrote it, man. Yeah, but just it needs those. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't. I guess I was trying to end much sooner. I think I was trying to throw on the backwards hat, in tribute to. I used to trip with a bunch of kids, and we'd all wear tie dye. And for a while, we were me, Tommy, and Danny. We all liked cool, like old camel hats and old Marlboro hats. That you get from sending in all the coupons and stuff. And we'd wear them, and we'd have cool pins. Different times, and we'd always have a tie dye too. So I'm so glad to play this psychedelic music on the Air God recipe. And just in case anybody's wondering, this is just experimental MK Ultra research paper I'm working on. I know, only you say, Jack. You're working on research paper on holiday. So when will you find any time to relax? I just haven't. Well, anyway, enough of this rubbish, really. But just if there was anything to be said, and if you can, hold on to a second of this, because it's not just aimless or bullshit either. I really do have intentions for some of the things I am saying. Is that I really love this music, and a lot of my friends died playing this music. And that's why I love to play it. It brings me joy to play these kind of melodies, because this is the kind of stuff that, it's different, because so many years later, the way that my friends are growing, they're becoming virtuosos at all their own instruments, and not realizing sort of 10 years down the line, we all sort of play everything and record for our own songs, drums, bass, guitar, what have you. And had they lived, they would have understood this. They were actually just, struggling with the medium because they didn't have the technology. And the technology wasn't there. And it was so sad because there were so many great songs that were lost. Anyway, no one is this much of a nerd except me. And that's why I'm the only one here. Hello. You come here often? I like your shirt. It was an old friend of mine. Tell me more about this old friend. He was a friend of mine, Evan. Some would say more than a friend. Others would say those were just crazy rumors. Only God would know, right? Only God could tell us. All right, let me get this straight. The only one with the facts is God. And you're being serious with me. Well, let me get this straight, lady. You're really saying our story's got to check out with the Almighty upstairs? Oh, yes, sir. I say yes, sir, certainly, sir. I'm a great, much more than that, sir. Well, who could expect more than that? Oh, well, you don't understand. The bar has been low for quite some time, but it did not mean to remain. And this is what I'm. Oh yeah, okay. What I wanted to say before I got swept off into another jam, because I am thinking of times gone by, and because this was just a shirt that was on my rack tom to help deaden the sound, but to wear it and see it in the lights, it does remind me of what we used to look like. We wear backwards hats and have long hair, and everyone grew out their facial hair except me at the time. And now I have this mustache. And I'm sorry for bringing it up. I don't mean to bring it up. I don't know how else to break the ice on something like this because I don't grow facial hair ever. But it's winter time and it's just like I'm too depressed to shave. And I didn't realize up north that's like very understandable, and it's not even. Um, and so I don't think it wasn't that my mustache could not grow. It's just maybe I did not believe. And the freezing weather brought out, for my face to be warm. You know, the hair is nice. The hair is good. The hair on my head keeps the blizzard from freezing my ears off, man. I need those ears to listen to these beautiful fucking songs from you, man. And you too. And everybody. Because seriously, I would like to write and collaborate with everybody. And if I could get to everybody, all I can think is that we should get like-minded teachers, and I'll give them curriculums on which all my friends were able to actually grasp music theory in a way that was instantly accessible and didn't make it seem as if music was something that only other people knew how to do and we weren't allowed to do. Once we learned, our major modes and our scales, and at least we would say to people, we're in the same key. We're playing in B minor Dorian, and we would stick to that scale, but we'd find our own funk. That's how you train your ear. And we used to train our ears. Tommy was the one who turned me on to this. Is he put the whole 7 modes up, the whole diagram for the background of his computer, and he'd say just sit at his computer and listening to all these backing tracks, all the different modes, and practicing his ear that way. And man, we used to really, have a lot of fun competitively. And I'd be down for people if you really want to learn. I love guitar, and if you think it's as hard as it's really, you really have to put your heart into it, and then your heart can really get out of it what you're supposed to receive, maybe. Man, so these joints are like structurally sound. Why are these joints not smoking in this day and age? Well, it's been great playing and discussing philosophy and alchemy, even if we are on holiday. Oh yeah. Um. Oh yeah. This is if you ever catch me in this moment, like, hey, listen, before you write this all off as like someone who's too high, listen to the jams with the Yamaha PSR 41. It's my favorite synthesizer. I got it for $145 at Music Manor, 33rd or 3333rd Cedar Street. It was like $149. I started playing it and messing around with the controller. And I was like, oh my, I need to have that. Because I hadn't heard textures like that in like since Floyd. And that's really been, we always are trying to, you know, Rick Wright really set the golden standard for how the keys should layer into compositions, because to be overbearing is to just turn into prog, and then you will let the keyboardist take over the band, which why Deep Purple was always doomed to fail, because with John Lord and Richie Blackmore with the dueling organ and the guitar solos, it wasn't going to happen. Well, I mean, no, it was incredible because they both had an interest in the Renaissance. It seemed like they both liked to play that medieval sounding shit, that sort of wicked Beethoven blues. There is like a Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Beethoven. There's like a composer's aspect of it anyway. But listen, don't get caught in any of these philosophical rants. If you see me philosophically ranting, actually go and find where you hear the music playing and me playing the keyboard. I'm only supplying keyboard music. Everything else in between is just me. I'm too high for my own good, so I'm rambling. Anyway, I need to go enjoy my own life, because this has been an hour and a half, and we're getting behind the scenes. This is what I didn't want to forget. Okay, I'm glad we didn't end. Okay, I mustn't forget this time for real, because this is like the third time around that I've forgotten. Okay. This concept with the albums. And we have never gotten any footage. I mean, we have footage of Citizen Score, but Nick says it's too dark to release because there's like I was making nitrous chimes, and I don't know, it's a bit. We don't know if we're gonna release that footage. I don't see any harm, because really that's how the art was being made, and so I want you to know that if you've seen me tonight, this is sometimes how it's going when I'm recording those other songs that you think sound so trippy and you wonder why. And you wonder if the guy who was making it and recording it was tripping. I really do wonder.